Yeah. This is fucking terrible. Like, really terrible. Apparently I need to start pumping from somewhere else. Is it actually gonna work? Oh yeah. Aha. Ah yeah. Like, how many blocks is there water? I might just fill it in with blocks so it disappears. I don't know why it won't pump it down. So yeah, that's what I got going on now. Tekkit, Forsaken World, and Neverwinter. And when I get the hard drive and shit for my Windows Millennium Edition computer, I will be doing some old school gaming. I'll probably do some videos on, definitely do some videos on Operation Flashpoint because that's a fantastic game. Definitely do some videos on Soldier of Fortune because that's a fantastic game. I will definitely do some videos of Baldur's Gate 2 because I've never played it before and I heard that's a fantastic game. um, Definitely do some videos on Half-Life, yeah, because fucking Half-Life's the greatest game of all time. And I haven't played it since I was like probably 13 or 14 years old. So hey, that's about it. Um, Probably come back a little later and show you my progress on this bullshit. I'll probably end up just filling this in the rest of the way with blocks and destroying them. That way the water goes away because I don't think this is actually pumping the water out anymore. It's like an unlimited source now. I'll go ahead and do this while I have you guys on video. So I'll show you how all this wiring works. Sorry I didn't get you in on the build process, but I don't ever play this game on fucking creative mode either, because I mean with Tekkit there's just so much shit. Fill that in. Chrissy's birthday was the 8th. By the way, I went to prison. Ah, for missing a court date. I went to prison for 5. It was like 4 days. The reason I got screwed over so bad, though, on how much time I spent in there was because the sheriff came to get me on a Thursday, like first thing in the fucking morning, like woke me up out of bed, putting handcuffs on me. And I sat in hold a day and a half before they processed me to put me in the general population. And that was like the worst day and a half of my life because I smoke tobacco out of a bong, so I get like giant fucking tobacco hits. It's like smoking like 5 cigarettes at the same time, probably. So I was going through like really hard fucking nicotine withdrawal. Plus, I smoke pot like all the time, and you don't go through withdrawal from THC, but like you have that mental, thing going on that you're mentally addicted to it. So it really sucked not being able to be high, and it sucked even more to not be able to smoke. Um, they finally took me out of hold like Friday afternoon, or was it Friday night? And I spent Friday night, Saturday morning, or Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday in Annex, which is like, instead of being, in a regular cell block, you're in Annex, and it's basically a giant steel building, and it's like a dormitory pretty much. There's like a bunch of bunk beds, and there's like 80 other dudes in there, or 79 rather. They hold up to 80 prisoners in there, and basically the Annex is for non-violent offenders, so it's supposed to be a little bit more laid back, and I met a lot of cool people in there. A lot of cool guys. Um, it's still no fun though. I was like, everybody was telling me that I was gonna be doing a month because I missed a court date and all that bullshit. And Monday rolled around and it was criminal court week, so I got in like first thing Monday morning, and the judge saw fit to be lenient towards me. I got released at 10 o'clock Monday morning officially, but I sat in Annex until like 6 o'clock that night because they are so fucking slow there. The whole time I was there, I never got my free phone call because they set you up with a commissary account. And commissary is basically like your family sends you money and you can buy shit that you need. Or if you don't, you get rationed like, toothpaste and soap. Um, they start you with a commissary account and they give you a PIN number in order to be able to use the phone and to make commissary orders. My PIN didn't get activated until like Monday night, right before I got out. So I sat all weekend not being able to make any phone calls, and nobody knew what the fuck was going on with me because the jail doesn't tell anybody anything. And my visiting hours was like Monday morning, so they actually told my girlfriend that she could come and see me. And then when she drove all the way to the jail, and they were like, "Oh no, you're not allowed. His visiting hours aren't until Monday." I mean, the way this fucking, for one thing, Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth state, so they can do whatever the fuck they want, and they do whatever the fuck they want, and it's always to their benefit. When you go to Fayette County Prison, you are not treated as a human being. You're treated as a piece of cattle. You're fed 3 times a day, and that's it. They don't even let you fucking go outside. So, it's bullshit. They ended up holding me in Annex until they did integration at 6 o'clock Monday night. They didn't want to have to divert the manpower to send somebody down to come and get me and transport me up to the main office to be released. So they just waited until they, could pay somebody, to do 2 things at once. Like I said, you don't exist to them. All you are is a number. All you are is a piece of cattle. Piece of livestock. To make money off of. So, basically, I was getting pissed. I was about ready to fucking land myself another probably 2 years in there because I was gonna kill some, beat the shit out of somebody. Um, so, you know, they didn't allow me to make a phone call until I went up to the main office and was actually released. And of course, I couldn't call somebody in advance so they could be there to pick me up. So when they release you, they release you. They put you out the front door and they tell you good luck. It's literally what they do. So my girlfriend's mother lives in like Lakeland, which is pretty close to Point Marion. People that are from around this area know what I'm talking about. It's like a half-hour drive from there to Uniontown. So I had to stand outside for like her mom drives like an old lady because she is an old lady. Uh, so I had to wait like 45 minutes to be picked up out in the freezing ass cold. Luckily there was some people out there, and luckily a few of them smoked cigarettes, and luckily at least one of them was willing to give me a cigarette. Out of like 12 people they're all standing outside smoking, one of them gave me a cigarette. But after that, it it was nothing but tears. Chrissy came and got me, and we embraced for we hugged each other for probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes straight, crying. And we went straight to Taco Bell. Another thing they do in there is they feed you nothing but starch. And the reason they do that is because they sell stool softeners from the commissary. So they feed you a bunch of shit in order to make you constipated, so you have to spend money on medication while you're there. You have to spend money on something or else you'll die. You won't shit. I was also diagnosed with hypertension by the prison doctor while I was in there. So, yeah. Another thing they do is you're in a room with 80 other guys, and none of them go to sleep, really. They might fall asleep by like 4 o'clock in the morning. So, in order for you to get any sleep there, you have to buy Tylenol 3s. They sell Tylenol 3s without prescription from the commissary. That's like half Vicodin and half Tylenol. So, it's a racket. It's nothing but a fucking racket. You know, for missing a preliminary hearing for something that I didn't even do, over something that I didn't even do, because the people that accused me of doing something that I didn't even do have good ties with the magistrate judge. So, or the district judge. So, of course, I'm going to get my ass handed to me. But luckily I have friends in high places too, and it was to my knowledge that the reason the judge was lenient towards me was because of my friend in a high place. Freemason, to be exact. So I got that going for me, and he's really good friends with the district judge, or the district judge too. So, I should be okay from here on out. Other than the fact that I'm on like pretrial probation and all that bullshit because I missed my court date because of I was originally living in the upstairs of my mom's diner in the apartment, and I had my mail sent to their address. And when I moved to where we're at now, I went to the post office and I put in a request to have my mail forwarded to my new address. And of course, they don't forward legal documents because of 9/11. I don't know how. And to be honest with you, I think that's all another racket in order to make money off people because they get you locked up. So, I was locked up because of government negligence. Uh, and because everybody that lives in this county is related to each other or knows each other personally. Um, yeah. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end this video. Um, Mainly because I'm hungry and I have to use the bathroom, and I'd like to check eBay because that video card was supposed to be here. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed hearing my recap on my life the last few months. Like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. It's your account. You don't have to subscribe to my shit, but it'd be cool if you did. I'll talk to you guys later.